Andy Wilkinson, 100% natural, 61. Be yourself, love yourself, work on yourself. Bye for now.
Meet Andy Wilkinson. At 61, this grandfather of 7 looks so young that strangers mistake him for his daughter's boyfriend. With a six-pack that would make Chris Hemsworth jealous, Andy has become an internet sensation, proving that age truly is just a number when you have the right approach. But Andy wasn't always the age-defying fitness icon you see today. Born and raised in Coventry, UK, he worked for decades at Jaguar Land Rover in a traditional corporate job. While he dabbled with weight training in his teens, it wasn't until his 30s that he made a radical life change, completely transforming his relationship with food and fitness. 5 years ago, at 56, Andy made the boldest decision of his life. He quit his stable corporate job to become a full-time personal trainer. Today, he's living proof that it's never too late to reinvent yourself and achieve the body of your dreams. If I'm on holiday with my six-pack out, I get approached by ladies in their 30s, and I've been mistaken for my daughter's partner rather than her father on occasion, which is embarrassing, Andy admits with a laugh. But embarrassing or not, his transformation has inspired millions worldwide. The 75-25 rule that changed everything. Andy's philosophy is refreshingly honest. Diet is 75% of the equation, 25% of the equation. Exercise is only 25%. This revelation came in his 30s when he radically assessed his eating habits and discovered something shocking. I realized there was no need to have protein shakes, bars, or supplements to get that beach body look. It was about eating healthy foods, portion control, and cutting down on carbs as you age. This isn't about complicated meal plans or exotic superfoods. Andy's approach is built on real, whole foods that anyone can find at their local grocery store. Andy's Daily Nutrition Blueprint. Breakfast, the foundation. Andy starts every day with a powerhouse meal. Seeded bread topped with salmon, half an avocado, and 2 poached eggs. But he doesn't stop there. He follows this with a superfood bowl containing chia seeds, flax seeds, blueberries, hemp seeds, and a tablespoon of peanut butter mixed with almond milk. This combination provides healthy fats, complete proteins, and sustained energy that keeps him fueled for hours without the crash that comes from processed breakfast foods. Lunch, clean and simple Cajun chicken breast paired with exactly 3 tablespoons of rice and steamed broccoli. Sometimes he adds a tablespoon of coleslaw for extra flavor. Notice the precision. 3 tablespoons of rice, not a mountain of carbs. Dinner, strategic timing. Slow-cooked chicken stew with sweet corn and frozen vegetables, or a Thai Indian curry with chicken and 3 tablespoons of rice. The key? He focuses on eating fewer carbs at night when his body needs less fuel for energy. Snacking strategy. Andy rarely snacks, but when he does, it's a handful of almonds or Brazil nuts or a fresh apple. No processed bars, no complicated timing, just real food when his body needs it. The hydration game changer. 3 liters of water daily. You can put all the creams in the world on your face, but water is what matters most when it comes to good skin, Andy explains. This isn't just about appearance. Proper hydration supports every system in his body. The age-adapted carb strategy. Here's where Andy's approach gets really smart. The older you get, you don't need as many carbs or food as you think you need, he explains. While younger people can get away with larger portions, Andy has learned to work with his changing metabolism. Now I'll stick to a few tablespoons of rice and half a sweet potato as my carbohydrate. and I focus on eating less carbs at night. This isn't about eliminating carbs completely. It's about strategic timing and portion control. The stress factor nobody talks about. Stress is massively aging, so I try not to get myself worked up about anything, Andy reveals. His personal mantra? Everything will be okay. This simple phrase has become his anchor during challenging times. This isn't just feel-good philosophy. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which accelerates aging, promotes fat storage around the midsection, and undermines everything you're trying to achieve with diet and exercise. And if you're ready to transform your body like Andy, you need more than just motivation. You need a proven system. That's why we created 8-Minute Fitness at 50+, designed specifically for men who want maximum results without spending hours in the gym. Just 8 minutes of focused training that delivers real transformation. Click the link below to start your age-defying journey. The sleep revolution. I think rest and sleep are huge contributing factors to why I look so young, Andy shares. His sleep protocol is non-negotiable. In bed before midnight, completely blacked-out room, and absolutely no phone. I don't eat late. I'm always in bed before midnight, and I sleep in a totally blacked-out room with no phone. It really works for me in terms of getting a good night's sleep. At 61, Andy Wilkinson proves that looking 30 isn't about genetics or luck. It's about making smart choices consistently over time. The Andy Wilkinson training philosophy: less is more. I generally weight train 3 times per week for no more than an hour, and I might enjoy a game of tennis or racquetball with a friend too. But that's it, really. This statement from Andy challenges everything the fitness industry wants you to believe about training volume. The recovery revolution. I find people sometimes train too much and get injured or don't see the results they want. The body needs time to repair and recover afterwards, and I make sure to have at least a day's rest between workouts. At 61, Andy has learned what most people never figure out. Recovery isn't the absence of training, it's when the actual transformation happens. While younger people might get away with daily workouts, Andy's approach proves that strategic rest periods are essential for long-term success. The 3-day training system. Andy's weekly schedule is refreshingly simple. 3 weight training sessions per week, maximum 1 hour each. Minimum 1 day rest between sessions. Optional recreational activities like tennis or racquetball with friends. This isn't about being lazy. It's about being smart. At 61, Andy's body needs more time to recover, repair, and rebuild than it did in his 20s. The compound movement focus. While Andy doesn't share specific exercise details, his approach emphasizes functional movements that work multiple muscle groups simultaneously. This creates maximum impact in minimum time, perfect for his efficient 1-hour sessions. Core training priority. I am still in amazing shape due to a great diet and a strong core, Andy emphasizes. Core training isn't just about six-pack abs, though Andy certainly has those. A strong core supports every movement, protects the spine, and creates the foundation for functional strength. Progressive overload principles. Even at 61, Andy continues to challenge his muscles with progressive resistance. The key isn't lifting the heaviest weights possible, it's consistently providing stimulus that forces adaptation while respecting recovery needs. The age adaptation training strategy. Andy's approach has evolved significantly since his 30s. What worked in his younger years had to be modified to match his body's changing needs and recovery capacity. Intensity versus volume. Instead of long, exhausting workouts, Andy focuses on shorter, more intense sessions. This approach maximizes the muscle-building stimulus while minimizing the stress hormones that can interfere with recovery and aging. Joint-friendly movements. At 61, Andy prioritizes exercises that build strength without unnecessarily stressing joints. This long-term thinking has kept him injury-free and training consistently for decades. The mind-muscle connection. You can't buy a toned, strong body. You must earn it day by day, Andy explains. This mindset transforms every workout from something you have to do into something you get to do. The recreational activity advantage. Andy's inclusion of tennis and racquetball isn't accidental. These activities provide cardiovascular conditioning without boring cardio sessions, reaction time, training that keeps reflexes sharp, social interaction that supports mental health, variety that prevents training, boredom, the sleep-training connection. Andy's strict sleep schedule directly supports his training results. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, repairs damaged muscle tissue, and consolidates the adaptations from training. I don't eat late. I'm always in bed before midnight, and I sleep in a totally blacked-out room with no phone. This protocol optimizes recovery and ensures every training session builds on the previous one. The consistency factor. There is no secret besides hard work and diet, Andy states simply. But what does hard work actually mean for a 61-year-old grandfather? Showing up consistently. Andy trains 3 times per week, every week, regardless of how he feels. This consistency compounds over time, creating results that seem magical but are actually mathematical. Progressive patience. Unlike younger trainees who expect rapid changes, Andy understands that sustainable transformation happens gradually. This patience allows him to stay committed when others quit. Lifestyle integration. Andy's training isn't separate from his life, it's integrated into it. This makes consistency easier because fitness becomes part of his identity, not just something he does. The Injury Prevention Protocol. At 61, staying injury-free is more important than setting personal records. Andy's approach includes proper warm-up before every session, rest days that are truly restful, listening to his body and adjusting intensity when needed, avoiding ego, lifting that could lead to injury, the social support system. Andy's recreational activities with friends provide crucial social support that many older adults lack. This social component increases adherence to the exercise program, provides motivation on difficult days, creates accountability through friendship, makes fitness enjoyable rather than obligatory. The long-term vision. I'm living proof that you can still be fit and toned in your 50s, and I hope I can motivate and inspire people, Andy shares. His approach isn't about short-term transformation, it's about sustainable vitality for life. The Andy Wilkinson Formula. 3 focused training sessions per week. Complete rest days for recovery. Recreational activities for fun and variety. Consistent sleep schedule for optimal recovery. Stress management for hormonal health. Patient consistency over rushed intensity. At 61, Andy Wilkinson proves that an exceptional physique isn't about training harder, it's about training smarter. His grandfather with a 6-pack status comes from decades of intelligent choices, not genetic luck or extreme measures. The secret isn't in the gym. It's in the wisdom to know when to push and when to rest, when to be intense and when to be patient. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos.